About a month has passed. I think I'm going to try to cycle this where he will always be available on the first of every month. That means I won't be as efficient, but at least I'll know when it's for sure done. Let's go ahead and kick. I was going to call it Quirto, some sort of mix between Keto and Quirrizia or whatever her name was. So let's go ahead and tell him to wait at home. We had them join us because I wanted him to raise his affinity, or yeah, that affinity with us. Let's go ahead and try registering an item to copy. Wait, we haven't built it yet. I need to go fetch them. It's just a little bit here. All right. So craft Bewitched table. We're going to select a mica. So it's looking plastic. Sounds good, but let's try one with an actual enough ingots. For some reason, my plastic ingots are spread out in 2 different containers. Anyways, a plastic fridge will give me 10.8 weight, whereas a mica fridge will give me 7.2. So I have 3 fridges of sand because I didn't know what else to do with the sand hammer. They're right here because I just wanted to put them in base for now because I wasn't really using them. They are light enough that I can carry with me, but I don't know if they're lighter than this. Let's see here. This is going to take 30 chunks of ice and 2 icy chips. So this will be made by me so that we can try to duplicate this. Okay, let's compare that with one of these sand fridges real quick. The sand fridge is actually just a little bit heavier. It says stolen goods, but this was a Phyllite fridge that is in display in Mycelia. It's very light. It's lighter than the iron one. And then I took that over to a sand hammer. Let's go ahead and try registering this fridge. And then show me your wares. I noticed that it said that the show me your wares had the 30 days to restock once I put things in there. So I guess it will take time. What I mean by that is when I register an item to copy, that immediately triggered the 30 days till next restock. There was no edit there where I clicked on this and then clicked on this. Sometimes I do that if I was to talk about how long it would restock, but this was blank. I clicked on this, and now this showed up. So opening this inventory makes both things kick in. So since this is a copy, I think it's supposed to cost less. I don't actually... Oh, it cost me 42,000 actually, orens to buy that. I didn't even pay attention to how much money it was. So we're going to try making this a copy of a copy, basically. While the Yivlopedia says it doesn't stack, the fact that it is a copy will make the copies themselves cost less. But I can't keep stacking the copiness. Alright, and so then we can just apply this generator to the base, and we should have power from here on out. Well, most of the time. 30 days have passed. I arrived just when it said 1 hour remaining, and now we can see Kettle's next set of wares. To my prediction, when you click on this, it updates his wares automatically. So let's just try that just to make sure. I want to register items to copy. This is what we had selected for the previous month. We'll try taking these out. You gotta experiment with suboptimal play. I mean, this would be horrible if I didn't get these things, but I really do think we will. So a copy of my copy generator and a fridge we just built for this case, made of mica. Let's talk. Oh, I don't want to sleep. I want to talk to him. Oh, it didn't update. Why didn't it update? It updated last time. Well, let's try putting things in then. That's very weird. Huh. Alright, well, we'll take them back out, and we'll try slapping something else in there. None of that stuff I created. Oh, here's some food I created. Okay, we'll try this. I'm trying to put together some ingredients because I want to cook some of the little ones that we have, and then see if we can copy that. You probably can't, but we'll try. Let's try how this whole roasted silver wolf. It gives me 38 strength. I made a nice batch of those. This is... Let me think here. It does say corn Caesar salad, but it leaves out the fact that this is made out of a bomb rock. There was a bomb rock summon in Lumieste. It was summoned by the artist, and I cast incognito when they catch me. So that resulted in bomb rock becoming friendly again. And I've been talking to it. I even gave it some love potion or egg. Sorry, not love egg. A love potion, and I got an egg. And that egg has so much endurance. So I'm gonna try to farm bomb rocks. I don't have any yet, but we will be working on that in my future farm. You notice that well, actually you can't see it, but I went around and sent all the animals. I claimed all the bunnies, the sheep, and everything, and the silver bells, and I sent them over to Vernis. And those silver bells give me, I think it's this one, the Mayo Caesar salad. Again, it's not really, mayo is not the main part of this dish. It's the extra. I think it was like so much extra that I didn't even have to put in any sort of sauce or seasoning or whatever. I'm assuming mayo counts as seasoning. So it was an optional thing, but that's what it has chosen to name it. But I personally feel that the main part of this dish is the silver bell egg. Let's see, what is this one made of? I don't remember. I think this is Big Daddy. I think this was it made out of Big Daddy for learning. It might have been Big Daddy and mushrooms. I think I don't remember off the top of my head. So let's try putting these things in and see if that changes anything at all. Let's see. We'll put the two strongest things: 38 strength and 32 per. Yeah, there's just 32 total. I tally up the potency and the main attribute experience. But also, you can't forget that it's kind of multiplied by the nutritional amount. So if you have a nutrition of 11, you're not going to get much out of it. But if you're almost full, and then you eat 2 being bloated, you won't get much out of that either. All right, let's see if it has changed. It hasn't. What? You didn't give me anything for my wares. Okay, well, there is that now. We went through all that talking about it. You didn't get... Very strange. It's very, very strange. I mean, there's definitely nothing in there. What if we try leaving? Okay, so let's put the food back in. We'll try exiting the town and then riding back over. Because I was camped right outside, I guess, his dialogue window when it said 1 hour remaining. No. Okay, so I may have, through clicking all that stuff, I may have prevented myself from getting those bonuses. I'm not that stressed out about it. It's kind of like when I drank the Cursed Ether Wind. I still haven't cured my mutations, and I'm thinking that maybe I want more mutations at the moment so that I can continue to build my stats. I can build a copper generator pretty easily. And same thing with this mica fridge. I can build a good number of these. I just thought it might be more convenient to copy them. What I don't currently have are opportunities to get food, and this was, we'll say, a 30% chance that he was going to drop off a copy of food. So, that is worth the 80% chance he was going to copy this copper generator. I don't know why he didn't copy anything, though. That is very weird. Okay, well, I had cut the recording, so I didn't get this on tape. But I had asked him to join me, and then I left-click on him to talk to him again. But because he's joined you, with left-clicking is there is no default response to them. That just allows you to walk into your character. Like if I left-click here, that does nothing. Well, remember that he was on this magnificent makeshift bed, and my character went to sleep. You can see here I had a dream of sound. So I don't know if it's because we had him join me and it updated the game, or if it's because I went to sleep. But he was able to show me that we made the double food, or extra copy of the food. He made 2 copies, and that's going to cost me, wow, $100. Yeah, I would totally pay 100 for this. This is extremely cheap compared to what we had to put into it. So it is a copy, and we can make copies of a copy. We basically have infinite Caesar salads and silver wolves at this point. But we're going to still try to ranch them anyways. So I did manage to get something positive out of that exchange. I assume these do not stack either. Yeah. Things that are not the same never stack. There is an experimental mode I saw in the options. Config. We have damage numbers as part of the experimental. To get that, you have to click on, in the other window, show experimental options not supported. There's something that shows, I forget where, but I saw a checkbox that said, tries to stack. Oh, wait, maybe it's in the inventory? Config, compress unstackable items. I have never checked that, but maybe that would stack these together. Okay, so we did manage to get something out of it. I'm just not sure. I'm not sure what unbroke kettle there, but okay. I will definitely take it. What happens if I give you like double copy? Will you make 4 of this? Okay, you hold on to that for now. And we'll that's the wrong way. This way. Alright. And I apologize. If I had thought that it was going to work, I would have left it recording, but I had stopped for a moment. And we see that our quest board has another important storyline quest to take part in, so let's go ahead and do that. This has actually been active for a while, but I didn't want to click on the quest board yet. It's been flashing for maybe, I don't know, past 2 months or something. Okay, we have one for the Dragonic language lesson and Beyond Despair. We'll do this one first because it looks like it'll probably be shorter. Mock you! Mock you! Mock you! Mock you. Mama! The first and probably only time our character will speak in dialogue. Mock you! Okay, I mean, it was kind of comical, but it did go on for a little too long. I probably wouldn't have. I probably would just mix out the triple ellipse, triple dot, triple periods, the ellipses. I'd get rid of those. Please come, Tran. Tran, you arrived at the perfect time. Yes, we were confronting Lord Loito, who shows no signs of repaying his debt. Lord Loito, now, show us your grand plan for repaying the debt. Well, we're gonna make Tran pay it. There is no plan, Lady Vernis. How am I supposed to pay such a ridiculous amount of 20 million orans? Lord Loito! Everyone! Lord Loito has escaped! Quickly, catch him! Look, Kettle, you too, go after him! Okay. Darn it, I won't get caught! The strength I built up from pioneering, there's no way I'll be caught by some kids and women. Fuck you! Yeah! Good boy, Corgan. Keep holding Loito down. Now, give up, Loito. You people, ganging up on me. Alright, I do have a half-finished repayment plan. I'll go get it. Just wait here for a moment. Lord Loito! Okay, there's something lost in, when you just have this dialogue window for your epic story. Even older games didn't just use the dialogue window. In fact, even visual novels have a 2D portrait of the person changing expressions. I know, you'll say early access. I don't see the game necessarily changing a lot about all the dialogue windows. Imagine how much text and windows are in the currently in the game. You'd have to re-engineer all of those from scratch if you wanted to put in some sort of other animations. But I do feel that you already have the sprite work done. Maybe don't make it in it take place at the quest board, but have it take place in a certain location. Perhaps make Vernis a static location that doesn't change, and let that be the scene of all your cutscenes. See, that's the thing you could do to give it more gravitas. I don't know if that's the right word for it. Poignancy, importance, magnitude. I think the magnitude is the right word I'm looking for. It would have more magnitude if it wasn't just these windows of dialogue. As I was mentioning, even visual novels have more than that. When you read the text down here and the person's making the different expressions on the top part of the screen. Even if there are not different expressions, and having them fade in or leave the screen is more than what we're getting here. He ran away, didn't he? Knowing Lord Loito, I don't think he'll do anything drastic in despair, but still, I'm worried, Tran. If you have any idea where Lord Loito might have fled, could you please go look for him? Ferris asked you to find Loito who has gone missing. He always said he wanted to drink Ovina's wine one more time. Okay, I guess we're heading to Ovina. I don't think we need to take... Well, we are taking Ferris with us. We're not taking everybody else, though. We're taking my real party. We'll let them finish eating. I don't know if they get the bonus of being in a dining room, but every one of my buildings has been a dining room for some time. Yeah, it's so strange to see that this area is pretty clear of animals. Some of the animals are still here because I haven't raised their affinity. You can see it's 20-something, like 26, 28, whatever. I can't tell under all that. Let's head on south real quick. Am I wearing my speed boots? I am. So I've moved things over here for now. I'll probably make a fourth one because I have some items that are traveling rings, but at the same time, I kind of like being able to farm real quick. So I'll probably have a fourth button. This is for stealing. This is kind of for adventuring, and the only difference is my boots. I found these boots, and they're pretty badass. Increases my skill of heavy armor, which I don't think I'm even heavy armor yet. Yeah, I'm 17 stones. You need 30 stones to be heavy armor. So that doesn't help me, but it enhances my spells by 3 stars and gives me a significant fire and cold resistance because it's made of dragon scale. Like, that is one of the best pieces of equipment I've found so far. I would say that's even better than, say, this Granite Aurora ring that I wished for. I wished and got this. It was kind of lame, but whatever. I say it's kind of lame because in comparison, I'm currently wielding this, which is made of titanium. It gives me strength 7. Now, I mean, this gives me endurance 7, so if I could find like a titanium hammer, material hammer, and turn this into titanium, then it would be better. But right now it's made of stone, and I'd rather have strength over endurance because I like carrying stuff. We are currently burdened because I'm carrying a generator in our fridge. I was going to warp over to Vernis, but I do want to finish this missing inspector quest, so let's run south. Now that I've confirmed my speed boots are on. Oh wait, okay. Cast Return and Misty Cave. We had just been to Ovina, actually. We were already at max karma, but we did that right before leaving. Oh, we didn't need to cast Evacuation. We only had entered the first floor of that. It's habit for me to warp to a completed dungeon, cast Evacuation. When you are in this screen, it will never finish casting the spell of any of that stuff, so I will need to head here. It's gonna warp me out. I could cast Evacuation a second time. Let's go ahead and do that. Now the air relaxes. I could have just walked around back and forth until it disappeared. Yeah, you can see that I've just been here because I also killed Ferris's sister not that long ago. That's her gravestone right there. We chopped down all the cherry blossoms. Oh, this is cool. Okay, I can't right now. The Hot Spring Mermaids, when I'm in the musical party, or when you're in a town with the mermaids, you can actually shear them for a scale, +1 or something like that. Is there more information about this? Let's head back up here, head to the winery. We didn't actually investigate the building because I assumed he was going to be hanging out with his sister. What do you want, loser? Tran, Lady Ferris, everyone. Ah, you found me so easily. Fine, do with me as you will, but no matter how much you berate me, I don't have money, nor do I intend to pay 20 million orens. How flippant, from someone who should be a proud frontier inspector of Mycelia. No, Lady Ferris, think about it. As much as I've charged the honor of Mycelia, 20 million orens for a single flower is outrageously excessive, isn't it? This country is impoverished. Where are they trying to squeeze money from someone as capable as me? My loyalty to Mycelia is wavering. Mycelia's demands are indeed outrageous. A debt so massive it could buy a whole city. It would take 100 years to repay it through legitimate means, but Lord Doito, if it's you... No, it's impossible, Lady Ferris. With the gold of Vernis now a vanished dream, how am I supposed to come with 20 million orens? I'm... done for. It's over for me. It's all over for me. That's not true. That's not true, Lord Doito. I know you're not someone whose story ends here. A debt of 20 million orens is nothing but a pebble in your path. Oh, that's rich of you to say, because I know who's going to pay this 20 million orens. The developer of Elin says that there's nothing more exciting than working your way out of a debt. I don't know what kind of life this guy has led, but that was like his sales pitch for the game. Okay. Lady Ferris. Listen, Lord Loito. Your tale with the Phantom Tulip. I feel a great pulse of possibility and hope there. Eh? Don't you see? Without the Phantom Tulip, you would never have stayed in the meadow. We would never have met Kettle or Quercia, nor gone to Vernis in search of gold, or encountered the descendant of the Steel Dragon. Your azure tulip is where many fates intertwine, and this is just the beginning. The legendary Steel Dragon, the fated girl, the alchemist who knows the name of the wind, the adventurer is still brimming with infinite possibilities. If Mycelia is that impoverished, then just pay the 20 million orens. It's a trivial price compared to the fates and legends these children will weave. In the future, people will look back on this era and surely call it the era of the Phantom Azure Tulip. There's the usual look on your face, Lord Doito. Yes, we are companions tied by fate. Let us help continue the story you started. Let's work together to repay the debt and save Mycelia. If that's the case, I'm more than happy to help too. I may not be able to transmute gold, but I can create as many tulips as you like. Doito, don't run away anymore. I'll gather rare herbs for you too. Right, Corkin? Fuck you! You guys. Right, Lady Ferris, if you say so, I'll make up my mind. No more moping around this gloomy wine cellar. Alright, you got that, Tran? Rest assured, I don't intend to burden you or hinder our base's development. But if you want to help voluntarily, I would gladly accept it. After all, we are companions who have endured hardships together. I also don't intend to go down without a fight. I'll trace my connections and negotiate with the high officials of Mycelia. Saving a nation in crisis should warrant some support, right? Now that is settled, let's head back to the base and get to work. I wonder when I'll get to drink Albina's wine again. He has joined my party. Questions? No. Let me help you with your debt. I don't... Okay, so we're gonna pay... Okay, we're not gonna do anything with that right now, because I want to spend this money on buying more land. An investment into profits, future profits. So why don't you just wait at the base? Is there anything else? No, there's nothing new. Yeah, okay, let's at least see what the dialogue is. Let me help you with your debt. Of course, I appreciate you helping me with my debt repayment. Alright, let's deal with this small debt bill first. Throw it into the tax chest and report to me once the repayment is complete. How much did you give me? 10,000. Okay, that is small, but I don't want to plan on... What happens if I click it again? You had the debt bill. It's important, so please don't lose it. Okay. This is not... I mean, this is the closest thing I have to an administration building, but they don't have a tax chest here. Does my return go to metal? It does. Okay, I'm gonna kiss 10,000 orans goodbye. Now, I did deposit $1 million into my bank account, so that I'm not like broke or bereft of money, but still, it's a little annoying that you pay Loito. You can buy so many slaves with that money. Oh, you've already managed to repay some of the debt. A long journey of 20 million orans, and you've taken the first step. I truly appreciate it. It's not much, but take this shoulder massage ticket as a token of my gratitude. I'll give you that look. I know it seems a bit childish, but I consulted with Lady Ferris about what I could offer. She recommended this. How could I say no? We'll have something else ready for next time. Wow, that is really childish. Grab shoulder massage ticket. You're gonna get a cassette tape. How's that? Let's see. You complete the quest missing inspector, and you pick up tape 109. Okay. And thus into legend to your music collection. Where'd the here it is. Ticket that lets the recipient give you a pat on the back when given as a gift. Alright, well, we'll put this in our currency chest for the time being, since it is literally, according to the game, currency. There you go. Oops. This is not currency. This gives you feat points. And when you give it to your teammates, it gives them 2 feat points, or something like that. There is a limit to the amount the player can read. I think it's like 1 every 10 levels. But I'm still holding on to it because I don't particularly need feats at the moment. We still sitting on a lot of points. And we still have the resident ticket we got from the beginning of the game. One of the reasons I haven't spent points yet is I'm not entirely sure, but... Okay, so when you eat the little one, that's the Big Daddy quest, you get points to your potential. You can see I have base 85 plus 246. Well, the kind of things that we're looking at getting is, say, like charisma-based potential. I'm hoping... How do I phrase it? I worry, actually. I am... Well, not really worry. Worry is a bit overselling it. I wonder... Okay, there we go. I wonder if getting these feats would cancel how much I could gain from eating the little ones. Instead of picking these right now with my feat points, I'm going to try to eat enough little ones to max out my potential, and then we'll get these. I don't know if it works that way. It might not, but it's under the same conjecture that lowering my charisma is lower than it should be because of my... I'll have to cancel out of that and then reopen this. And because of my negative 2 charisma with my neck being extremely thick, I wonder if that makes it easier for me to level up charisma. It's those kind of suspicions. That's why, for example, when we did the whole kettle thing, I wondered if that... I tested it deliberately because I would rather duplicate the food than copper. I mean, I have so much copper. I mentioned it in a comment to someone who asked me about weapons. I said, I don't know about all the god weapons yet. Okay, now, so the 3rd bar is finally filled. It's got the debt, okay. I don't know about all the god weapons yet because we are on the altar of luck. We're on the 3rd god. Because I would rather mine out an entire Nephia, which I have, over fishing. Now, that being said, I've donated tons of corpses over time. Rather than making them into wine, I've just thrown corpses at the altar. So let's try the prayer ability right now and see if we get a god. Let's see here. We do have 2 god apostles right now. I'm told that if you get a 3rd god apostle, they start fighting. Okay, so let's try this. Pray, we get a black cat. We'll try praying again. We did not get the god weapon yet. So this black cat, supposedly, when you have it in your team, it will lick items to give you more power on your item. Like it'll enchant the weapon further. Supposedly, I have never tried it. And also supposedly, if you have 3 apostles in your team, they start fighting. Don't use shared equipment right now, because I'll give you your own equipment probably. Okay. I don't think. Yep, they definitely. Aga Shark, the cute fairy, smashes the Nefsvi, the black cat, and kills her. We're gonna just tell you, wait at home. And we need Ferris. Oh wait. Also, you wait at home. I don't need. Okay. So we need to buy one of the stethoscopes. Oh, this one has 7 charges. That's a lot. Normally they have like 3 charges. Okay, your tail moves. This is normal for cat-type creatures. Servant of God, blessed by goddess. So we have here +5 fishing and all that random stuff, and the random mana and stamina. So that's normal. Loved by. This is the unique trait of the cat. Enhanced equipment dropped as loot. Okay, so we're gonna leave you at home and give you all of these skills, such as farming and fishing. Yeah, you don't even have fishing. I do think it's ridiculous when characters don't have the skills they represent, such as Kettle does not have alchemy. And this cat does not have fishing. Now, I understand if cats don't have fishing, but I would assume that the goddess, or the god apostle, the emissary of the god, who loves fish and accepts primarily fish and dead bodies, would have fishing. Like, the cat should totally have stealth on his own. He has 0 stealth. He only has points from the goddess. Alright, so I'm going to leave him at home and get these things ranking up. So here, let's run back to Ferris. Buy a whip of love. Just we'll do weightlifting and here, where is that? Self-harm, there it is. I knew which page self-harm was, but I was looking to see if he needed regeneration, because I was going to pick that over anatomy. Because regeneration he could do in the base. Alright, so you wait at home. In fact, why don't you just wait right at the door? Or I want you to wait here. And let's go and take Ferris with us again. We're going to head over to Vernis. Right, here's Vernis with all of the people in it. I was wondering, because I felt like, where's my people? Normally I can't see anything because they're all right here, but maybe it's because it's in the morning that everybody's in their rooms. But literally the streets are packed. They're finally inside the rooms, but they'll probably leave when the day comes. Yeah, it's because there's this morning and they haven't woken up yet. They flood the streets like a pack of zombies. So yeah, this is my how do you phrase it? Populated Vernis, populated with people from the Fortune Bell. And I've already given them all jobs as best they can. I don't know how well it will pay off because it's supposed to take a month. So if you take a look at the home policy board, the thing that says resident tax needs 30 days to pass after enabling. So it hasn't yet been a full month, active for 22 days. But I have given these people, as most of them, and it lags really bad on the screen. Most of them have research, which gives tax evasion, and extravagance, meaning that I get more money for the taxes. I tried different things, such as hunting for the mascots and the animal tamers, as well as the informer, because they have strong bow skill, but I wasn't really happy with the meat results. I suspect that I wasn't going to be happy, but I tried it anyways, because the meat, if it stacks, that would be one thing, but it's just random meat. So for the artist, I gave him Studious, which maybe enhances the entire party. I'm assuming that I've hit rock bottom of the bonuses I can have because I have 400 people and my cap is like 6. So if there's let's say that each successful person, and it's not the real numbers, but let's say that each person over your cap reduces your whole village by 20%, right? So you'd bottom out at some point. I'm guessing I've bottomed out a long time ago, and even if I get the minimum of this, it's still probably pretty good, because the minimum of 400 people might be pretty solid. Even if it turns out to be 100 people's worth of stuff, so each person's only working at a quarter capacity, that's still pretty beneficial. So these are all research extravagance. These silver bells, they don't breed on their own, meaning like if I made them livestock over here, this breeding is actually yellowed out. It's not gray, but it's yellow, and then it doesn't tell you why it's not working, but I assume it doesn't work because they are metal, so they can't do breeding. So what I've done instead, it looks like this yellow right here. What I've done instead is I've made them go into bathing, because I took notes on everything, and at first I thought each person's occupation determined their actual work. A person's work in the residence was dependent on their occupation, because the first 2 people I got was the gunsmith, and their work was blacksmithing, and the second person I got was the captain, and his work was his hobby was treasure hunting, but I could randomize or manage his workplace. So I thought, oh, everybody has like a special thing those are the exceptions, not to the rule. Most people can have any 2 things, work and hobby. So I started by that point I had already written down many of the jobs and stuff, because I was trying to figure out like, oh, what's the best occupation to put in my village? Is it security guards? What? And I saw it in my notes. If I wanted eggs, I can make them go into bathing. Yeah, and I put farming because I didn't have anything else better in the meantime. We have meditation and pet. That's a nice combo I like to put there. Let's see here. The snails that we get from the place, the Fortune Bell, are farming and gardening. But here's the weird thing. These villagers, when they're awake, are constantly killing my snails. They're constantly throwing salt water at the snail. I don't know why, but they will not let my snails live. But yeah, at our current fertility is 123. That's when everybody's, I guess, asleep. When they wake up, it should kick in. But I still don't get it why my electricity is not working at my primary base, because I showed you that they were all awake and my electricity was nothing. Right now they're all asleep, so I can understand it not working. I have to take one step into the room and wake everybody up in that room. If I do it from the doorway, I don't wake everyone up. Eventually everybody will wake up because it's daytime, but in the meantime, I might as well, while they're all in one area, take advantage of the captive audience. Let's get rid of that. That's not going to happen anytime soon. Alright, they've already woken up on their own. Now let's check the board. Oh, come on. Let's try leaving and coming back. Still hasn't updated with the electricity. Alright, well anyways, we have this fridge. We'll just put it there for now. We'll fix it later. And we have a generator. We'll just put it in here for now. Because my area is so crowded, I haven't actually assigned the punk to this. It's just so crowded that someone's eventually standing on it. I just want to put the generator down. It's just there. We'll put it there for now, and we'll worry about it specifically later. Let's continue trying to wake people up. I don't think it's necessarily a time of day thing either, because right now it's noon. People should not still be asleep. Yeah, this is how it normally looks. And this is what I was expecting to see when I entered. I've counted that they tend to max out about 8 tiles around, 8 by 8 grid around the ranch farm sign. There's secretly a ranch farm sign I buried inside the fishing sign right there. This should be a lake, but I haven't yet figured out how to make a lake. I do know that a pot of bottomless water is involved, but that's it. So I haven't quite built that yet, because I think I have to probably raise the terrain around me by a little bit. I'm not entirely sure. But that is something that will turn into a lake eventually if I can figure it out. Yeah, I've played in every room of the town. Before we run back to the house board one more time, we'll just showcase something. It's not really a showcase. This is where people should be dropping off their stuff for me. Yeah. So every now and then I'll find pieces of equipment here. That's because apparently someone thinks that they're wearing better than these adamantine light gloves. But yeah, this stack of crates I put here, it's full of equipment I just find in dungeons and I toss in, like a scale coat. It's nice, but I remember that I'm currently wearing stuff like this. This has about 70 points of defense if you add up both the DV and PV value, which I know that's not how it works. That's kind of just how I ballpark whether or not something is better. So it's got 70 points of defense versus this has 20 points of defense, right? This is almost 3 to 4 times better. This is silver banded mail and this adamantine light glove. It's all of it's going in here, and then people will take stuff as they see fit. If they think it's better than their gear, they'll take it and leave behind whatever. And I'll eventually sell it once I have had the town sit still long enough to go through all the equipment. Because even though someone dropped off the adamantine light gloves, someone else might say, oh, well, those adamantine light gloves are better than what I have. Let me take those. So that's why I keep putting it back in there. But yeah, we are trying to farm silver bells here. I don't know if there's really a penalty to having all these livestock of different types. Sure, they're not that useful, but it will help me train my animal taming skill. And while animal taming itself isn't that useful, for breeding, it's more beneficial from what I've read. What I mean by this is when you give milk to a creature, let's say I had milk plus 5 zillion. If I give it to somebody, it's capped by my animal taming skill, which is what? Animal taming, 59. I would say that that's probably decent as a mid-game score. Remember that my lumberjacking is 48, and I chop a lot of trees to get my resources, right? My taming is higher than that, so I like to think that my taming is fairly respectable. Fishing, on the other hand, is at 13. Other than that one time in Lumius, I've not done fishing. Wait, no, there's also Port Capul where I fished for like 10 fish baits. So I fished 10 in Port Capul and like 10 in Lumius. I don't think I fished other than that. So I feel that a 13 is actually kind of high. I don't really remember fishing at all. This I completely forget. I really intended to do this while I was on tape, talking about Keto, but then I got completely sidetracked by the fact he wasn't duplicating my stuff. We're gonna invest in him. Let's see here, we want 79 orans? Yeah, sure. Okay, let's just do a quick invest. We still max. Okay, so we just need to keep pouring money into this guy. Am I doing this right? Still max of 2. Maybe I'm not doing this right. Ooh, yeah, I may have just wasted a lot of money. How's my investing potential? Since I don't do a lot of investing, I kind of want to keep it maxed out when I'm working on it. Where's my invest? Oh, down there, that's right. So my potential's okay. It's at plus 47, base 100. So we'll do one more level up's worth, and then I'll run off and train its potential some more. So I think I gotta run all the way to the Merchant's Guild to get investing experience. Maybe not. Maybe one of my trainers has it. I've also started running dry on platinum coins because I haven't done quests in a while, at least in the base. Not because of the quest board, but because I've been working on the Vernis instead of traveling from town to town doing quests that way. I've been trying to get Vernis looking nicer or fixing people's jobs and stuff. Or whatever the case is, I've been actually spending all this time working on those 400 people. Here's investing. I did wonder. I don't know if I'm doing this right. We've already given him 200,000. Oh. I guess he probably needs a little bit of time to fix it. So maybe it was sleeping that fixed him then. Because that allowed time to pass for the game to update him. So what shop level do I need? If it's going to take time to figure out, that seems a little noxious. Let me look this up real quick. The Yevlopedia says that the initial capacity is 2 slots, which should be expanded to a maximum 5 with repeated investment, and the number of items you can register is expanded to 3 at a store size of 11 and 4 at a store size of 21. So I'm assuming that they just don't know when they get level 5. Either that or these two things are different kinds of statements. I mean, yes, this one gives me specific for 3 and 4, but it doesn't say anything about a specific for 5. So that one may just have spammed it. So I'll gradually increase it, and then I will mention it on channel. Now there are times where I find my information that I've produced is different from the Wikipedia or Yevlopedia. I don't actually know how to add my own information to this, and people will probably think I'm vandalizing it anyways. Because if my information conflicts with the Yevlopedia, they would think like, well, this guy's just vandalizing because he's trying to make bad information. That being said, I mean, the game is under constant development. It doesn't mean that it's always going to be the same. Okay, never mind. My plan was every time we returned back to base, we would talk to Keto and then upgrade by 1 shop level until we found the magic number. But the magic number is apparently 31. We can verify this because earlier when we were at shop level 30, I'd spoken to him, we saw a max of 4. Because we had stopped at shop level 30. And when we went from 1 to 30, it said max 2 until we left and talked to him again. And then at 30, we ran off to train our investment, came back, talked to him, and said max 4. That's when we learned it had actually improved. And then we upgraded about one time, left, stopped talking to him real quick so that I could talk more to you, and it's now at max 5. I don't know what we're gonna necessarily do for this 5th slot. I'm thinking of making atom-based food, but I probably won't have that ready in the 28 days I have left. What I mean by atom-based food is when you kill the little ones, they drop meat that gives you bonus to your base stat. Well, my best egg-performing food at the moment is Caesar salad. I don't know if that's the best food in the game, but that's my best-performing egg food. We go take a look at this. My Caesar salad, one of the slots, yes, of course, is egg, but it has a total of 5 ingredient slots. 5 appears to be the max in this current build of the game. Maybe later they'll add like a second row of selectable ingredients. But anyways, I can easily improve the Caesar salad by adding more. I haven't tried growing crim yet, but I assume I can get crim with bonuses. Let me actually see what kind of bonuses the atom-based food gives. So we take a look at my meat cabinet. Corpse of a Little One. It gives strength, willpower, and endurance. Okay. I mean, it doesn't really matter too much what it is. I just like it to be a little bit better. So so I'll give myself 20 days or 28 days to try growing something. We'll try to get that appy nut to a decent quality. I don't know. If I cook it and it's half good and then I do end up duplicating it, it's only going to be a wimpy Corpse of Little One. But the real benefit is being able to gain base potential permanently without the negative hit at the little garden. But if I can make it better, I would lose a month if it can be copied. But if it can't be copied, I'm still making it the best I can. I think really the way to go is not to try to rush it this month and just try to make a solid Corpse of Little One, because I think +7 is the highest you can get for any of those ingredients, like corn or berries. So I think we just get +7 to it. Strength, will, endurance. If I wanted to make the best Corpse of Little One, I'd probably make this willpower, because I don't currently have a willpower based food. Because if we can copy it, we can give it to our teammates too. Now, one of the things I'm thinking of is, instead of killing them in the field, we take a look at Wish Rods and Little Ones. Instead of killing them in the field, we take them back and, number one, throw the ball there so we can get credit for bringing them home. And then we kill them there. So we can get 2 rewards for the price of 1. If we kill them in the field, that's all we get. We can already get that just by turning them in. So I think I turn in every one I catch, and then I kill them at the little garden. as a mental image, that's probably like the most, it's like a horrific thing that you would be doing. But here's the game apparently doesn't really consider that too much of a karmic loss if you think about it that way, right? Because I can just do a couple quests and make it up for it, if you even lose karma for killing them at all. I'm coming up with a way that I think I can anger people. At least maybe you can't when you have high charisma. But when I was making the video for the small medals, I noticed that when I was doing a little bit of the Merchants Guild stuff, people were getting mad at me for giving them flyers. They didn't get mad at my high-level character. They did get mad for my auxiliary recording character. So I don't know, if I could piss them off ahead of time, I might be able to steal or kill them without karmic repercussions. Because when you're ambushed by an enemy, they don't make you lose karma. One of the things we're going to be looking for are any forest tiles, and I want fertile, I think fresh air. Fresh air will increase resident efficiency. Basin gives administration points. So this was forest and fresh air, that's good. I want fertile to give me extra ground crops. I don't know how else to say that. This is not a tile we want to keep, and there's nothing beeping here for us to check out, so let's just keep moving along the way. Mushroom, oh, we didn't check for our shrines. Walk around a little bit, and just a beep. Forest, basin, and fertile. Unfortunately, I do want fertile, but I need fertile and fresh air. So if we could just combine those two we saw earlier. Gum and fishing spot. Gum is not currently implemented according to the Wikipedia, which, I believe. Okay, here we are, a shrine, and let's see here. My current gear is already +2. Well, that's not my speed boots. It's my pickpocket boots. I didn't have the right one. We could enchant this new Aurora ring I just wished for. And let's go and equip our correct boots. And continue moving along the forest, trying to find one that is fertile and fresh air. Whoops. Stop walking back and forth, just... Yeah, okay, good thing we came back. There's a shrine in this area. I was gonna say we were just here then, but no, that's because we hopped in but then popped out. A paper. Whoa, paper. Ooh, okay. What do I want to make paper? What do I want to make paper? I have to think about that for a little bit. Make the wagon paper. Let me think here. So, when I was editing the video for the small medals, and I questioned why I'd want to increase the verticality of one of my containers, I was thinking that was the verticality of it in the build world. But after I completed the control shortcut key, I thought, oh, the verticality probably means these containers can be extended, stretched up and down, left and right. That's probably what that means. So, small medals are harder to get. Scrolls are flying while difficult. Yeah, can I write my own scrolls? I don't know if you can. Huh. Still, I wonder, should I be enchanting one of my paper bags, or should I be continue to enchant my magnificent wagon? If I should continue to enchant my magnificent wagon, I should try to turn this into paper. I also have another wagon back at base. I think it's an esteemed wagon. That was the first one I get, but it's like made of straw or something, and what didn't turn out to be light enough. But what if I made this paper? Now, I have applied several scrolls of flying to this already. I don't know if these scrolls of flying will have this disappear from it when I change its material. I mean, we already have a tint that's made of paper. Can I make a generator out of paper? I think that's what we do. Make a generator out of paper. Right? Let's do that. So our copy of a copy is in Vernis. Do I want to drop anything off in Vernis? Not really. We'll just teleport to the meadow then. Okay, we are Sorrowful Forest, fertile in mushrooms. Okay, I want to grab one of these generators. And then we're gonna return to Nimble. Just waiting for the escape to happen, evacuate. Alright, Sorrowful Forest, right there. So the generator is currently 112 stones. I'm using this paper hammer. It's made by me, so it's this is the original copper one. The copy that's way back in Vernis, which we could teleport to. We just have to cast evacuate, so I guess it would have taken a little bit longer, but we probably could have made it. This is fine though. This would be our awesome paper generator, and we'll make copies of this moving forward. So yeah, that'll be our 5th item. We have 4 food slots, and then we'll make a paper generator moving forward. That sounds pretty good. I really should have taken the Vernis one. I was just too happy to see a paper hammer. This is breeding ground, hunting ground. Giant statue monolith. I mean, we already maxed on karma, but wait, let's kill a dodo. No meat. Bomb rock. We have one in Lumia, so we can make us eggs so that we can eventually grow our own bomb rocks. Oh yeah, I wasn't looking at all the places we were going through. Hold on, let me look at the video footage. I was busy just thinking about the shrine. None of it was fertile and basin, fertile and fresh air at the same time. Yeah, this is good karma, killing everybody, turning them into meat. Fishing spot in basin. Monolith dinosaur fossil. Plain fishing spot in fertile. I mean, it's kind of an interesting idea. I think if I wanted a fishing spot, I'd try to make one of the sea tiles a fishing spot. Alright, the reason why we're headed over to Mycelia was specifically so we can buy... What do you think is the altar? Oh, the cats. That's what you think. Yeah, I can see that. So we need to head to the Scrivener, and this is where we finally get to see, does owning Vernis make it cost more? It was like 20,000 before. Okay. Wait, that's relocation. Land deed, 80,000. Yeah, so I'll double check that. Okay. On a brand new character with no negotiating skill, the land deed is 100,000 gold. So no, owning Vernis did not double the price of the Landy. I also ran a real quick test in that short edit where I recruited 2 Scriveners, brought them both to my base, opened up their wares so it was locked in, and then bought a Landy for one of them. The other Scrivener, who had still the Landy in his possession, it did double in price anyways. So there was no, unfortunately, I couldn't like amass Scrivener army just to buy a bunch of cheap Landies. So it does look like the game doesn't accidentally screw you out. And I haven't yet figured out a way to gamify that. But yes, we'll go and buy a Landy now so that if we should find the fertile and fresh air, we'll be ready to go. We might want to get a relocation too as well, but I kind of want to see where that starts off. Yeah, it's good. We'll just buy 1. I love that my generator is 5 pounds. We can just stick that in my... Can it? Will it work on the tent? I assume it would. Otherwise, I don't really need it to be paper. I guess the next thing to do if we find another paper item is to make the fridge paper. Real quick, let's check the goods store, see if maybe we get a 3rd one. I'm not really that concerned, but I'm trying to show good gameplay habits. We'll take a 7. I hate fishing. Well, I haven't given any of the fish, other than the one I did on camera with Port Capole. I haven't really bought fish to give to her. All the fish I bought, I actually stow in my fridge so that I could eventually cook with them. But we'll go and buy these up for now, and if they start going stale, we'll sacrifice them to goddess. Anything we want to do while we're here? I think we're good. Alright, let's do the war. Now, unfortunately, I can't run my Auto Explorer mod anymore. It's kind of broken. And I think it happened because I temporarily updated my game so that I could run some tests, especially for the small metal and stuff. I was running tests on trying to get the small metal in the waterway in Port Capole, and I kept drowning. So I thought, okay, supposedly you can drop junk and stand on it and stay alive. Well, even in the most recent build, unmodded build, it wasn't able to work. So when I restored my game to my current version, the one that was working with Auto Explorer and the one that this gameplay is based on, it's like version 23.55 or something like that, Auto Explorer just isn't working anymore. You can always get a lot of meat from war, assuming you're interested in eating it. Did I manage to get it? I shear a piece of dragon scale +1 from him. Now, I use mithril shears at the moment, but I could probably make ether. I just released a short on that as well. I could probably make it, because I have a couple ether ingots. And I don't know what else I'll really do with those ingots aside from make tools, because I assume that if I made equipment out of it, not that my character is, not that I've made any, I don't think I've ever equipped. Maybe it's probably the beginning of the game, sorry. I don't think crafting equipment has been actually a thing I have done in this game for me to wear. But I will probably do that when I upgrade my game to a more recent version, because supposedly you get ode tickets, that's a thing, and those ode tickets are given when you create things for the first time. Again, I haven't updated the most recent stuff, because I wanted Auto Explorer to work, so chances are, since it doesn't even work now, we'll probably upgrade pretty soon. Evolved chicken. Okay. Let me think here. Anything I need to think about? I don't think so. I think we're good. It's also speedy chicken because he believes in Lowly of the Wind. We got a superior gene. I'm curious what we get. Memory of Exorcist. I don't even... What does that give you? Okay, Memory of Martial Artist. I kind of assume I know what the martial artist one, but what does Memory of Exorcist do? Now, one of the things I can do, I wasn't even equipped with the right thing, is I can start pickpocketing. We'll try anyways. They might spot me. Okay, stay still, please. What did I get from you? I got a chromite assault rifle 1D17, so that's his gun. He probably won't fire anymore. We'll try to pickpocket all the guns from these people. Rubinus assault rifle, it's okay. I once found a really awesome chromite or something railgun, like 1D100 or something. Adamantite handgun, 1D43. Look at that. That was a good steal right there. And it has a Vorpal? What? Wait, I don't think it's actually Vorpal in the sense I'm thinking of. I don't think it means that I can kill something with it. It says piercing attack. Maybe that just means penetration. Yeah, so these I don't really care about, but that adamantine handgun, that's something. And they also count towards your summoned minions. Alright, I still have not been able to defeat a level 15 or wave 15 boss, so I think we'll go and start escaping. Let's see here, go and signal for the retreat. Alright, that was decent. Look at all this extra. I got 4 pieces of meat. One is a evolved chicken, high quality, but still strength 5. So I'm not worried about it. I didn't mean to keep. Wait, I must have got that from here because I bought the fish. Aliens are very heavy, so I have a locker or fridge at the base called sacrificial offerings, and I put heavy bodies in there. Aliens go in that. I only have 1 corpse of alien though. This will be the 2nd corpse. All right, but we do have the land deed right here. Precious and indestructible. We just need to find a spot. And so that means I'll just keep walking around, hitting up every forest. Is there anything else I need to do while I'm here? I think we're good. Guess we'll curve this way and go through all those forests there. You know, our merchant guild's probably ready to upgrade because we did just invest. Yeah, we invested. Mushroom weird bird. We invested into kettle. So we'll hit that on the way. Actually, while I'm here, I'm going to grab the. Since I did the guide, I just have to do it in reverse order. But I practiced these well enough to do it fluidly between each segment. So they'll be down there, but let's go ahead and talk to her real quick and give me my promotion. Can I get promoted again? Nope. Alright. Merchants Guild, we're 180. Let's see, so this one will be the last one we rank up to. We're already done with the fighters one. Even if we got to 2,600, I don't think it'll promote us. So the mages one is the last one I really gotta do. We still have 1 rank to go in merchants, but yeah. For me to get the mage, I think you just fish. Hey, fishing. I think you just need to AFK during it, I guess. So it shouldn't be that bad. Wait, I thought I saw the word magnificent appear. Maybe it was just mounted. Maniac. I like to hover over stuff and try to find things to steal. I don't really need to play for people anymore because there is no bigger crowd than in Vernis at this point. Down to 84, man. I hadn't bought any of those lucky coins yet. If I had, I'd definitely be broke on platinum at this point. Okay, is there anything else I need to do while here? I don't think so. I think we're good. We just gotta keep moving. Gotta find that. Fresh Air Ancient Ruin? No. Let me see what Ancient Ruin gives. Alright, on the Yivlopedia webpage that tells you what these land feats are, it says Ancient Ruin gives attractiveness, and then it says nothing about what attractiveness is. So I have to go look at housing, and then it says if you want to know more about the feats, click on the policy. Like, what? So I gotta go to the policy page of the housing to figure out that attractiveness increases the likelihood you get guests. Thanks. Just tell me that. Tell me that in Ancient Ruin. Increase the likelihood. Come on. I know that it's really specifically for attractiveness, and maybe the game will change what Ancient Ruins do, and I get that. But one thing I had learned when working under this really, really smart computer programmer, he said that don't collect data that you can't use. Because I used to be very, very particular and just like make sure I maximized the number of what data points I could get for anything. And he wasn't like correcting my behavior. It was just talking about stuff that he likes to do and how he codes stuff. So it wasn't like he was ridiculing me or anything. And it's like, yeah, that's something that you could just save yourself some time on doing. So in this case, learning that it gives you attractiveness plus 10 without telling you what that attractiveness plus 10 does for you, that's data you don't use. This is like if you created a spreadsheet with the middle name of every person in Vernis or something. What are you going to do with that? Sure, it's a lot of data, but is it applicable data to anything? Oh, I didn't even see I didn't even look at what the last area was. Gum and Geyser. Let's walk back. It's fine. We have speed boots on. Basin and Monolith. So the speed boots, I tried testing to see how much of a difference they make. Every step I take on the overworld appears to be 2-hour ticks, but with the speed boots, it's 1-hour tick. Breeding ground and monsters den. And we got a statue. And we got an evolved snail. Fortunately, you cannot charm these guys. See, there's no affinity here. And you can't monster ball them either. It's just, yeah, it's just plains. Sort of on the 97 karma. I don't know why I'm walking around this area. I think it's, I saw the twin tails and thought I should walk around. I don't know if I have pear seeds. That's a poplar, okay. Dinosaur fossil, geyser. Ancient ruined basin. Yeah, I'm probably just going to create a place and it won't be on camera, unfortunately, because it's just doing this until we find the place with the perfect setting. Hunting ground and fertile. Fertile, again, is something that we saw earlier with, I think it was fertile and basin. Basin giving us administration. Hunting ground gives us more wildlife occurs naturally. Max animals present on map before no more can spawn increased by 4. Does not increase spawn rate, according to the Yivlopedia. I'm going to take it at its value. I'm not going to like tell you like that's not, you know, that's no. I don't have any reason to believe it's not true. I'm just that's what it says. I cite my sources because, you know, mysterious tablet fishing spot. Not because I'm trying to be like a good YouTuber or something. I cite it so that way you know, like, oh, that makes sense. Hunting ground giant statue. Mysterious tablet weird bird, and it's also not a forest, so I wouldn't want this place anyways. Forest fishing spot ancient ruin. Weird bird basin. And maybe I'll never find it. That was a weird bird fertile. What is weird bird? Weird bird increases tourism value by 15%. I mean, if I found one of those giant statue, dinosaur fossil, mysterious tablet, monolith, or weird bird, and I'm not gonna go back and look at my footage to see if I encountered one of those with both of those things added to it. But if I did, I probably would want that in a snowfield with attraction plus 15. Yeah. So I'm not even going to worry about tourism in this area. It had to be tourism in a snowfield. Fresh air monsters den. Oh, thank you for the maxing out my karma. As I murder everybody, because that's what good karma is. Basin. We need fresh air. I was thinking basin originally when I was thinking trying to plan stuff, but maybe basin is good. because it gives +1 administration per Hearthstone level, and I don't know if there's a max level. Nothing I've seen says that there's a max level, so maybe it just levels forever. In that case, but your administration just gets stronger over time. Is basing good? Because I'm not too worried about it, because I have 400 people. I have as much administration as I want. I could make that administration 400 if I wanted. Let me type in Basin and Elin, see if anybody likes it. I'm sure getting the first hit is Geolopedia, but let's see what else we get. Nah, nothing's showing up. Alright, we're gonna keep going. Giant statue fishing. Wait, I didn't hear the beep. Sometimes the beep's on the overworld, but that doesn't help you at all, because even if you're standing on a tile, that won't change anything. Ancient Ruin Giant Statue, this would be pretty good for tourism, except I'd want it to be in the snowfield, which increases attractiveness, which increases guests. And guests don't necessarily equate into tourism, but people don't know what really matters for tourism all that much. Like, sure, they know that you want posters and stuff, maybe golden figurines, but does higher attractiveness help? We don't know. And in that case, I might as well, if I'm gonna be maxing out tourism, might as well just wait till I get a snowfield. He wants my pickpocketing helm. Yeah, I don't think so. Obsidian Claw. Okay, that's kind of cool. I like that. That is actually an ambush. They throw things that can put you to sleep. Okay, we finally found the place. It is the Misty Forest. It's got Forest, which is +4 administration and +4 food supply. So it's on the low end of the administration per Hearthstone level, but it's on the high end of food. In fact, the highest. For example, Plains give 3, Hills give 2, Snowfield gives 2, Beach gives 3, Sea gives 3. So Forest gives me the most. Then it's also Fertile, giving me fertility for my crops by multiply 1.25. So for every 4 points of natural fertility, it looks like I get a 5th point. And finally, it's got Fresh Air, which gives me a 10% job efficiency for the residents. Now, the way these things are listed in order, I'm guessing that I won't unlock this until like level 7 or level 10 or something. When we're in Vernis, it shows kind of a different number here. We'll go ahead and claim this land. Let's see here. This is this one. Okay, I'm almost not sure this is what I really needed to do. I've been searching for this for a while. Really claim this land? Yeah. Just kill off the bad guys. And let's get this thing right in the center. I mean, it may not be exact center, but it'll be close enough, right? Let's see, it's gonna be like this line here, and I'm guessing it's this. This is close enough. Well, if it's not centered, I'll move it in a bit. Okay, we have it. Let's go ahead and see where it is on the map. We'll relocate this very likely. Once I get my transporter network up and running, I'll probably spread it around the world. But for right now, I might even move it close to Meadow or Vernis. So there's Vernis right there. Let's go ahead and I'm gonna just warp over to Vernis for now, so that way we're not burning time. For gameplay, for people who play the game, they want to burn as much time as they can, but I prefer not to, especially since I'm recording. So that way it doesn't look like, well, you played for 20 years, of course this happened. Right? So I want to try to minimize that. So we're gonna actually just warp over to Vernis, and I'll show you kind of what I mean by that. Plus, we need to move some people. Well, casting that, because I'm not walking out 8 floors. I mean, it's not bad. Generally, there's statues. Like, there's a statue that it beeped. It told me there's one here. I like casting telepathy here. It's just so packed. It also lets me know where to run over and start playing music. I can easily, in one visit, get 2 levels of music. Here's some bunk beds I slapped together and just threw down here. When I expand this place larger, when I'll get that on camera, then we'll probably put a house down. But right now, I just needed some bunk beds. Because I wasn't sure if that's why it didn't show fertility, because I thought the fertility was like in the thousands the last time I checked. Okay, yeah, I don't know why the fertility is so low. It used to be in the thousands. If we take a look at the log, this is what it thinks I made last month, so either the game doesn't really care to deal with my shenanigans, or I would have made this much money if the policy was in effect. I think. It's been active for 48 days, so 6 days ago it would have been active for 41, 42 days, right? Once it hits the midnight and things. So it should have kicked in according to this description, but we'll see if I get any residential tax in the next month. In Meadow, it says, if you look at this log, it'll say like on 8/1 at 0 o'clock midnight that all of my people gave me like 20 gold or 20 orans or whatever. No such thing happened here. Again, it might be because it just does not know how to deal with 400 people, but I know I used to have thousands odd fertility. Or at least I really thought I did. We take a look at the residence board. I'm probably going to take my snails and move them to that new area. Maybe. Let's see here. Because the snails keep getting killed. They are farming and gardening. So they will easily raise that fertility and get me lots of it. And I didn't plant too much here because I wanted to be able to move the snails if I found an area. Now we have. So we'll probably move these snails over and hopefully this place will still be okay. Because the emergency ration, I don't know how much that helps. Unfortunately, the game doesn't really give me enough numbers to tell me like, hey, because you have plus 80 emergency rations. Actually, let's see the policy board. What is our emergency ration level? 195 emergency rations. Yeah, I don't know why I'm not making any money. I'm gonna see if next month I get the 200,000. But we're gonna go ahead and start moving people over. I don't know what I'm gonna plant over there, but I'll figure it out as we go. Okay, we're back in the Misty Forest, and we have this pop up. Oh no, there's trash everywhere. Are you the rumored messy adventurer? If you don't clean it up, it could become a big problem. As the population grows, more trash will accumulate, so you need to come up with some measures. The quickest solution is to implement the strict anti-littering law. With this policy, trash will mostly disappear. However, since it lowers the public morale, you'll eventually want to switch to a better waste management solution. Putting up garbage dump signs and placing garbage containers will encourage residents to dispose of trash according to the public morale. If you have residents who clean up, the chances of them sorting the trash increase significantly. Garbage can be dismantled into valuable resources, so you want to use them effectively. Okay, I was not aware that was a new help menu. How bad is this place? I just cast telepathy as well. Let's see here. Because I wanted to see if there's anything creeping up. These snails die to anything that shows up. Okay, we look like we're alright. Oh, there's a putit there. Yeah, I've been transporting snails to this area, as well as moving some of the snow putits that never made it as livestock, because there's a 10-day turnaround from when they were livestock in Meadow, and then I made them citizens so I could transport them to Vernis, or whatever that place's name is. And I just never made it back in the 10-day turnaround to turn them into livestock. So I took those snow putas and brought them here. But if they start throwing saltwater bottles at my snails, I'm moving them back. I was also thinking about bringing the snail torturers here. I don't know. It seems like it's fitting. I took the house board. I took the resident board, the quest board, and the home board from Meadow, because I had a couple extra that I'd stolen from the place called Somewhere. Apparently Lloyd told, maybe it's randomized, but he doesn't sell things like the home board, so I needed to just grab my extras. We also brought some grass fences. I forgot to bring signposts though. But yeah, I'm still working on it, but I thought I'd show you that little segment. It's also time for Kettle to do his next bit. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and drop off the snails that are following me. Like, just need to get them out of the list. That's not one of the ones that follow me, is it? Okay, so let's see here. Yeah, this is your new home. This is your new home. These are people in animals that were wandering in metal that I managed to raise the affinity high enough. So since our character is a huge charisma-based build, okay, wait at Misty Forest. Wait at Misty Forest, and that is everybody except my mount, which is the black cat at the moment. He's not very strong, but he'll get there in a while. Oh, let's go and drop these off for now. This place is now upgraded. Right, let's take a look. We have all these snails, some snow putas. We'll probably make them into livestock, depending if we have enough administration and if I need any energy. Yeah, and I'll figure out what to do with these sheep and goats. They'll probably just turn them into livestock, so I'm not worried about that. This is one of the spotted spiders we've had since the beginning of the game. I turned him into hunting and hunting, since apparently he has high bow stats. Snail needs a working environment. We don't have a farm signpost. We need to clean up that fertility. I'm not too worried about that right now. We're 156th rank. The hearthstone is one of our heirlooms because that's what we're so low on it. But now I can finally enable the policies since we placed the thing here. Okay. Yeah, we'll change it once we get access to more. But the stuff that was scrolled down, like the anti-mother-law or whatever, that you have to get rank 2 before you can enable those things. Okay. And where are we in the home ranking? 156 out of probably 156, maybe. Okay, let's return back. Let's see what Kettle has for us. Whoa, that's a lot of food. I wonder if it matters how many I had, because I put 2 in there. But supposedly, if you invest more, he can create more copies of these things at a time. We do have our paper generator. Good. I like it. But we'll be rolling in food now. I can afford to give these to my pets. Make sure that they're strong. Like the black cat, he's not really strong enough to carry me, but once I start feeding him these silver wolves, he will be. It's not talk, it's it is talk. I meant it's not middle mouse button. It might be because it's a copy that he was able to duplicate so many of it. It could be, for example, the price of the item divided by the overall investment. So if the price of the item is like 2 orens, and I have 10,000 invested, that might be 5,000 that I can make, kind of. That's not the actual math, but that's what I'm thinking it's kind of leading up to. Because these 2 right here that I didn't get very many of, the truffle, here, let's go and actually sort this. The truffle crepes and the corn Caesar salad. So these are copies now, but the versions that we had, you can see that these are not copies. And the ones that we get tons of, well, those were copies of copies. So this cost me 38,000. We'll make a copy of it now. So yeah, I really should have made the made the paper generator be the one that was already copied, the one that's sitting in Vernis. That would have been the best bet. However, this does keep my options open if something were to ever get patched where a copy is not as good. So let's go ahead and let him take one of each, and we'll see if we have roughly 24, 25. And will these stack? Yes, they will. So yeah, we'll see if it matters at all. If I have half of this, like 12 of them, then I know it makes a difference, but I doubt it. Okay, let's go ahead and slap this one down. Continue working on my snail base. It's not really meant to be a snail base, it's just a farming base. The snails that I have are trained to be farmers and gardeners, because I thought it was fitting for snails, and they're constantly getting bullied in Vernis, so it seems like it's 3 birds with 1 stone to move them over. Oh, we're also moving over to silver bells as well. Just again, I want to see if the non-humanoids will be fine with the snails. If they start killing the snails, we gotta move them back to Vernis. The most frustrating part is if they're a livestock, I need to make them a resident first, and then there's a 10-day turnaround before I can make them a livestock. Which is not that big a deal. It's just I have to remember to check back in 10 days.